column was constructed in 113 AD. It was made to show Emperor Trajan's victory over the Dacians in the Dacian War. It is made almost entirely out of marble, except for the statue of Trajan standing high on the top. The column stands at about 30 meters high, 35 including the pedestal. In total, all of the marble they used for the column weighed about 640 tons, with 20 individual pieces of marble weighing about 32 tons each. The column is located in Rome, more specifically in the Trajan Forum. On the inside there's a spiraling staircase, and when you get to the top you can go out onto the platform and you can see the entire forum and most of the market. Tourists love the column and love how it looks and how detailed it is. Spiraling down the column is a very detailed and precise depiction of the Dacian War and what had happened. The depiction is entirely hand-carved into the marble column. It depicts almost every part of the war from start to finish. It is so detailed that it shows the expressions on the people's faces to really show how some parts felt to some people. People have taken many casts, molds, and made replicas of it, but you can go to the Museum of Roman Civilization in Rome to see each individual piece of marble as a cast. Trajan was a Roman emperor who ruled Rome from 98 to 177 AD. He was considered one of the good emperors. He was not cruel and he was not destructive to the city and people of Rome. He was the son of Nerva, the emperor before Trajan, and Trajan's son was Hadrian, the next in the line of emperors to come. Rome had fought two wars with the Dacians. One had happened with Domitian and the other happened with Trajan. The first one lasted from 101 to 102 AD. The second one lasted from 105 to 106 AD. Even though the number of individual battles in the war are uncertain, the overall triumph goes to Trajan. But when Domitian fought the Dacians before Trajan, he had almost lost, but he managed to create a truce with the Dacians. But Trajan ended the truce and started another war with them due to complications. There is another major column in Rome, the column of Marcus Aurelius. Like the column of Trajan, it is a triumphal column showing his victory in the Danubian or Marco-Mannic Wars. This column was modeled after the column of Trajan, and if you were to look at both columns next to each other, you would see the similarities. For example, both columns are hand-carved in, and the inscriptions look very similar. Also, standing on top of each column is a statue of the person the column is made for. There are very few, if any, columns that look like the Trajan or Marcus Aurelius columns. Probably because now we don't have to carve our victories in war into giant marble columns, because we have the internet. But there are other columns that don't look like the Trajan or Marcus Aurelius columns, like, for example, the National Capitol columns at the United States National Arboretum in Washington, D.C. These columns are just for decoration, but you get the point. The Trajan column has been standing strong and tall for many years and has not started to crumble or show that much damage to the structure itself besides some weather damage, which is amazing construction. The column has now become a very big attraction because of its placement and the craftsmanship of the inscription. At this rate, the column will stand strong for many years to come.